Love your yard with a new outdoor space from F&B Landscaping. From a new build to a new project in an existing yard, we listen and give you the yard you want within your budget. Lawns, water features, xeriscaping. We've got the artistic touch and technical know-how to bring the peak of Colorado outdoor living to your home. Reliable, trustworthy. Visit fblandscapes.com to schedule a free consultation today. Well, crew, I'm here in the Peaks to Plains weather backyard after what was a very busy, a very long Tuesday late afternoon, evening, and early Wednesday morning. I got some sleep. I had something to go do at my church this morning. Mary has some work going on at the house, and so wanted to give you a midday update here. Just in the last little bit in the yard, I've seen some sun peek out from time to time, and that is because we've got a lot of low-level moisture still in place. That's why we've had low clouds through the morning, some areas getting some fog as well. And so the stage is set here for the afternoon of another day of some severe weather because we still have plenty of moisture around. As we hit noon here, we've got dew points still in the 50s and 60s. I can feel that here in the backyard provided by F&B Landscaping and Hydrix Colorado Tree Farm Nursery. And so that's fuel for storms. There were some models that were kind of mixing that out, and if we would have had that, we'd be looking at storms today that would maybe have some gusty wind as a maybe bigger risk than hail. But I think hail's still a real possibility today with the dew points that we've got out there. So let's talk about what's happening on the large scale. The flow aloft is a little bit more northwest than what we had on Tuesday. And some of the storms kind of moved east. I think we'll have more of them kind of moving in an easterly direction today. Again, because we're still on the northern fringes of an area of high pressure that is off to our south. And you can see the clockwise flow rotating around that. There's also a little wave in northwestern Colorado that is going to rotate across the area here as we head through the day. So hail between 1 and 2 inches in diameter is still the biggest threat. There's turning in the atmosphere. Can't rule out a tornado. I think that's more likely across northeastern Colorado. Something that we'll certainly watch for here, and some of the storms are going to produce some gusty wind like we had last night. And so as storms develop over the eastern mountains or move off of the mountains, because we do have some moisture coming in the mid-levels today as well, they'll strengthen when they use this moisture. And so, storms here in the late afternoon, evening, and through the evening are likely to be severe, at least the strongest ones here from, again, the eastern slopes of the mountains out across the plains. That's real similar to yesterday. And so here's what's going to happen for the rest of the afternoon. We've got moisture coming in the mid-levels, and we will get some storms today on the western slope. They may have some brief rain, but they're also going to produce some gusty wind. The strongest 1 or 2 might produce some small hail as well. Then we get to the late afternoon, and along our eastern mountains and along the front range here in the cities from Monument down through Colorado Springs, Pueblo, I think Walsenburg and Trinidad as well, I'm kind of eyeing between about 4 and 7 or 8 o'clock as the most likely window to catch some storms. And these ones probably will have some large hail with them again. And then as we move through the evening, we'll keep a couple storms going over the mountains. We'll move the storms across the interstate off to the east. And then I think as we get into the later part of the evening, we'll keep most of the action kind of across northeastern Colorado and northwestern Kansas. So for the late evening, it might be a little bit quieter across southern Colorado. One of the things I want to let you know is that there are some areas that had between 1 and 3 inches of rain last night. In fact, at the Pueblo airport, we had 2 2/3 of an inch of rain in about an hour and a half. So there is a little bit of a flash flood risk today if we get a storm to hang out over an area for a length of time, because like what we've seen the last few days, outflow boundaries from these storms can form new storms that the models aren't going to pick up on. So there might be a couple spots where we get maybe a couple rounds of storms here in the late afternoon and early part of the evening. As we head into the next couple of days, we still have the likelihood of some severe weather around here. We'll see the activity decrease into early Thursday morning, or if there is a shower or a thunderstorm, it's probably not severe. So after having that late afternoon, early evening window in the cities, we look forward to the next couple of days, and we start to shift things gradually to the east a little bit away from the front range. That'll be the case into Friday as well. as we set the stage for some changes here into the weekend, and I've got that in the extended forecast. So like the last couple of days, Roku, YouTube, social media, Peaks to Plains weather app, peakstoplainsweather.com. We'll do live coverage. We'll have the most detail. You can be part of the coverage as well. Please take the opportunity and make sure your location's turned on in the app, and share Peaks to Plains weather with your friends. I know Mary and I did, we were on for hours and hours last night. You're not going to get that in other places. It's our commitment to help keep you and your family safe on Peaks to Plains weather, our weather together.